Hi, this is Jamie Gilroy with Shukla Medical, here to teach you how to sell the Shukla Winquist IM nail removal system with just the Shukla demo kit. As always, with the demo kit, you will get a laminated copy of the set itself so that you can run through it with your doc. Once again, tell your doctor that we're a small company, we don't have enough demos to go around, but we've got the key components of the set and we can show you the capability of that set. You'll also have your tablet with you that we will provide. It has an amazing video that you definitely want to show every time you're talking about our IM nail removal system. So basically, we'll start from the ground up. This is an IM nail. It goes down the intramedullary canal for fracture repair. In the IM nail, there are usually cross thread holes at both the top and the bottom. The surgeons typically don't use all of them, so bone bridges will bridge that gap, and these things are extremely hard to remove. And once again, they're using the slap hammer that I showed you in the earlier videos, and you just can't break those bone bridges with the slap hammer, so they're going to use our C-frame and hammer. So basically, there are many different threaded configurations and even solid nail where there's no threaded configuration at the top, configurations out there. So the Shukla Winquist IM nail removal system will remove 100% of the IM nails on the market today. That is a key fact, and many of the big institutions already have this set or an older set, so you need to find out if they have an older set. Let's upgrade them. But this is an extremely time-saving set. The doctors and the nurses hate calling in a Zimmer rep or a Synthes rep and say, hey, we're going to remove one of your nails, we need your set. Well, that Synthes rep, that's not high on his list to return that call. He's not going to make any money in that case. He knows that case is going to be miserable. It's going to take several hours, and he's going to completely lose a lot of time and money being in that case. And so what I tell the surgeon and the coordinator and the OR buyer, once you buy the set, you never have to hunt down another rep to bring in their set to remove an IM nail ever again. And that resonates with them a lot, because they've had those weeks where John was on vacation, they couldn't get it, they had to reschedule the case. It's a real hassle. So having this set on hand is truly valuable. So to go through the set really quick, everything in red, there's 3 each of each type of tip configuration. Then you have your tip extractor. If the tip breaks, it's actually engineered to break just above that solid piece right there, so they can come down over that solid middle piece with this tip extractor, grab another tip, and they're ready to go. You've got the extractor body, which the tip threads into, and I'll go through this in more detail. You've got your 4 solid nail extractors. These are really awesome, and I'll go through that. And you've got your 2 hooks for the old Kushner nails, and then we call this the cone of all cones. Most doctors just grab this and go straight to the IM nail rather than thumb through some of the threaded configurations. It's pretty funny because we save them a massive amount of time, but they'd rather just go straight to this. Then in the bottom of that same tray, you've got your handle, your T-handle, all the type screwdriver configurations that you'd need to take out the cross screws before the IM nail is removed. Then you have your C-frame, a chisel, a couple of wrenches, a hammer, a T-handle, and I'll go through all that as well. So in your set, you actually have up front a fake IM nail. You've got the correct extractor body that threads into the IM nail. You've got the extractor body itself, so you'll thread that on. You'll thread that into the IM nail. And this is for a doctor's purpose. Drop your C-frame on, put your nut on there, and then you can illustrate to the surgeon. You grab your hammer, and they'll get it right away. They're sick of that slap hammer. So you see that swinging that I have, that swinging motion, compared to, let's say that was attached to an IM nail. You know, I can barely generate enough force on this IM nail to remove, or this slap hammer to remove that IM nail. So just so you know, oh, you also have a solid nail extractor and a hook in your set as well. These solid nails extractors are awesome. Let's say that the doctor accidentally strips this thread, or doesn't even with our set have the right thread, or he can't access this thread, or he has a solid nail, he can now go over and around the outside with the correct size of the solid nail extractor, and he'll put the T-handle on that, and he'll screw that down over, and as soon as he gets enough bite, then he can rip it out. Docs always use this, also use this for modular hip stems. There's more modular than even the hip stem I showed you in the other video, where the actual cylindrical stem is left down in there, and they can actually go down and over that. So docs find a lot more uses for this IM nail removal case other than just IM nail removal. So really, the most sold set that Shukla has is the Winquist set. Your VAs are gold mines. Every VA will want this. Your big universities, your level 1 and 2 trauma centers all should have this. And the way to sell them on this is to talk about 100% IM nail removal, much better power generated. Most of these nails do not come out easy. Never have to deal with calling a rep in. What really cinches the deal is on your tablet you'll have a Winquist power removal video of Dr. Chang using 2 hands to remove an IM nail. And if you show that to your surgeon, he will want this set. So other than that, on the lid, if you ever do have the actual set, after you've shown the demo portion and they want to see the actual set, on the lid there are instructions as the steps on how to remove the nail. And then also, there is probably 60% of the IM nails that are on the market today on the other lid with the appropriate tip extractor number that they can select from. So very intuitive set, very easy to use. Most people know of the Winquist set, so when you talk about it, but you will get a lot of sales on this set if you're calling on your larger level 1, level 2 VAs, that sort of thing. One last thing, a rep in Florida called on a hospital, just luckily out of the blue. The day before, they had a 12-hour IM nail removal case. Doctor saw this set, they placed the PO that day for the set. So really impactful, especially if you're talking to the right surgeons.